Happy 60th birthday, Dad. I hope that this past year and this next year will be really good. And here's a few things that I love about you. I love when you're on a roller coaster and you do the ay. I always try and do it, and I can't do it as well as you, and nobody can. And I think it's really fun. I love that you are always silly with us, growing up, and even now. I mean, I think of little times when I was little, but then also I think about like 2 years ago, maybe not even. You and I both pulling up our pants to about here and going like that and taking that picture. Going go. So I like that you're silly with us and have fun. I like that you respect everybody. You always, you taught me by example and also by just telling me, because I'm your kid, to respect everyone and to Mr. and Mrs., like using Mr. and Mrs. for adults and things like that. And you taught me to shake people's hand, and you taught me to be respectful and polite, and thank you for that. I loved that you always smelled so good. Like, I love the way you smell. I know that at work, all the ladies would say, "Oh, Chris always smells the best. He's the best smelling one in the office." And it's true. You always smelled so good. Even when you got home after a long day, you still smelled so good. You smelled like cologne, and you always looked so nice and dapper in your suits. I love that you cooked. You cook all the time. I mean, you still do. I mean, yes, Mom was always cooked too, but I think I've kind of seen the progress you've made from back in the day when you watched Yan Can cook and the Happy Cooking. That was my glass of wine that I was holding. I watched you progress from not really knowing how to do much to, and watching those things to, and only doing Chinese food or pasta, and now you cook anything and everything, and you always look up lots of recipes and then use your own ideas and mix them all together and make it delicious. You're always too hard on yourself, though. You always say, after you cook it and we're eating, we're like, "Oh, this is so good." You say, "Yeah, but I could have blah, blah, blah. I could have blah, blah." Stop doing that, because you're a really, really good cook. And thank you, and thank Mom, too, for teaching me that, too, because I love cooking. I love doing all that stuff. I love that you love Disneyland, because I love Disneyland. I don't know if that made any sense, but thanks for always putting us, the kids, first. And you would work all year long, and then one of your only vacations, you would take us to Disneyland just so we could have a good time. So thank you. I have my little list here so I don't lose track. I love that. This is kind of serious, but I love that you know who Christ is. And I love that you taught me about who Christ is. I've heard you talk about this quite a few times, and so it's become really special to me. It's John chapter 11. You talk about the raising of Lazarus, and you always said that you made it a point that Jesus didn't cry because he was sad. He cried because his friends were sad. Christ is the ultimate comforter. That's kind of what I have gotten out of you always bearing your testimony about about that chapter is that Christ is our ultimate comforter. It doesn't matter what he's going to do next. It doesn't matter what he's feeling at the time. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The only thing that matters is we call upon him crying. He will cry with us. He'll give us a hug and cry with us. And I love that you always shared that with us. Happy birthday again. I love you. I love you so much. And I really miss you guys. I loved the past few years and stuff, and in high school and everything, living with you guys. With just, sometimes Leslie and the kids too, but it was really fun just being mom and dad and Moo. One quick little story. I remember 2 years ago. I have lots of memories from recent years. So that a couple years ago we were going to Larry's or to Home Depot to get Christmas trees, most likely, multiple. And I was sitting in the back, and one of us said, "Hey, let's sing Christmas songs," like we used to do when everybody was in the car and we used to all pick one. And so I picked a song, Mom picked a song, then you picked a song, and we did it about 3 or 4 times, and it was so fun. And thank you. Happy birthday, and I love you. And we will talk to you soon. Bye.